9, and we're going to make some spaghettis today with grandma being.
Okay. First, we need just 2 cups of flour. I mean 4 cups of flour.
4 cups. All right.
I've got the stove. You put it there. You thought that would be a good idea.
There we go. And this is just regular all-purpose pre-sifted. Is that the kind you always use?
Yeah, all-purpose.
Not
That
with,
is 2, wasn't it?
yeah. Not the self-raising flour.
Okay. All right, now we just need 6 eggs.
6 eggs. 6 eggs. Put the eggs in the fridge.
No, they're right below the, they're right fridge.
I got nest eggs. No drugs, no nothing.
Okay, we'll make a well. I'll need some salt.
Salt.
I'll break the eggs.
Put it down. Just trying to get all this stuff out of here.
We're just doing that.
Okay.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
Now we need 1/3 of a cup of water.
Okay. Let's see. Just warm water or?
Yeah, warm water's all right.
So that's
How about this meat?
oh, I think the meat is down here.
Okay, so I can put that in the
Sauce. We can have all the tools here.
fork here, right here. Okay, I'll put this right in the sauce then.
Third of a cup of water.
Now, why did we use 4 cups of flour? We used 4 cups of flour because we knew we were going to do 6 eggs. So how many?
It's 4 cups of flour and 6 eggs. There are
Okay.
2 cups of flour and 3 eggs.
Okay.
Now we'll put salt about a teaspoon and a half. Okay. Now we've got to break these eggs. Whip them more or less.
Mm-hmm.
See what I'm doing? Then you just take a little flour at a time. You can't go mix it all up because then it'll be harder to knead it smooth.
Okay, so you're just pulling in a little flour from the well.
Yeah. Like you could do it?
Yeah. Yeah, water. Okay, let me turn the water on. Now, if it gets too lumpy, then it just makes it harder to.
Yeah, if you blend it in slowly, it'll work out better.
And you always figure about 1 egg per person.
Maybe take a little more.
Didn't you say that you could use a half eggshell water per egg? Works the same way?
Well, I'm going according to that recipe.
Oh.
So it's works out the same, I guess.
Oops, too much.
No, that's all right. Now just you could,
Just keep getting a little more in at a time.
yeah, just keep, you could put a little more now. You don't have to,
Okay.
just a little, just more.
just gonna get the rest of the flour. So you're gonna put all the flour in.
Some of those eggs were kind of small, so maybe you may have to put a little more. I don't know.
Maybe another egg.
Well, you can throw another egg in.
Yeah, they are a little small. So then when you get to this point, you just want to just get the consistency, right?
Yeah.
So you might add a little flour.
Or a little water, this is too.
There's some water on here. Should I write that on?
Now
You're just going to start kneading it right in there.
yeah, you could do it. See, because if you get the board's kind of small and it'll be falling on the floor. Just keep
Working the rest of the flour.
See, you fold it in half and then you push it down and you keep folding it in half.
Okay. Sure. Some flour down on the board. We could probably hit it on the board now.
Well, keep kneading in here for a little while longer. Just do what I told you. Flatten it and then just fold it in half. Real hard, though. You're not gonna hurt. Okay, now, as it starts getting tacky, then just sprinkle a little like that. You kind of thing. Fold it in half. Cups are more in here, see?
Yeah.
The thing is, even when you do it on the board, sometimes the flour separation and water runs out, so it's always better to...
Easier in the bowl.
Okay, you put it on the board now.
All right. Now, if we were going to make a big batch, would you do it this way still, in littler pieces?
Well, no, you could mix it all together and you cut it.
Say if I was going to do...
You got a rolling pin?
Oh, I think so.
I should probably roll it.
I was gonna ask you.
Yeah, you know what, I did think of it. She might have it downstairs. Well, if we were going to do 12 eggs, you'd still, would you do all 12 eggs at once?
Make six little sheets.
But he could put all 12 eggs in the bowl at one time.
Yeah, you do all the eggs
you
at
could.
once.
You put, let's see, this was 4 cups, so you put 8 cups of flour and 12 eggs.
And that'd be for 12 people.
And twice the amount of water.
Okay.
See, the mother she used to take and make it long like a rope. And then she'd go like this, triple it, fold it.
Just right? Okay, now how do you know it's just right?
I mean, it's soft enough.
Okay,
see?
if there was too much flour, then it would be like real, like thick.
Yeah, it was too hard, and I usually stick a fork in and put a little more water.
And
so
just work it, okay.
work it in.
Yeah.
But let's cut this in 3 pieces,
Okay.
and then we'll knead it a little, and we'll cover it, let it relax, and then it'll be easy to. Well, you
Okay.
cut it in thirds.
Just thirds, okay.
The best way. Okay. One bigger than the other.
Okay.
So you see, that isn't ready. See, you can tell that
It's
isn't.
not ready because
so you
why?
need that.
Because it's got to be smooth.
Yeah, it'll
It's
be
not
smoother,
smooth.
you can tell.
Okay.
Okay, you just keep working that.
Now do the same thing, fold it and then kind of
No,
push it
like
down?
this, now you do like this. Well, you're actually folding it
Mhm.
and then push it down. And fold it and push it down.
Now, oops, I'm sticking.
Oh, you need a little flour.
Now, what are we doing? Really just mixing it completely by kneading? Is that what the kneading is
the
doing? It's
kneading,
just mixing.
You gotta make it smooth. It's not smooth, you can tell. When it gets smooth, lift that board up and I'll put this under and it won't move. I hope.
We're gonna use some, pipe, what do you call that, white pipe?
Oh, okay. PVC pipe.
PVC pipe, she's cleaning it.
Perfect. I got a
Just
nice.
keep on kneading it.
Just fold it.
You don't have to fold it now, and now you can do like I'm doing.
Okay, let's see.
And then go around the clock.
Okay.
See, the more you knead it, see how this is coming nicer now?
Yeah. This one still's got a ways to go.
Let's see. See, you could tell.
Yeah. Gets nice and smooth on the surface.
Here, work this one a little bit.
Okay.
Try to get this one. Then we'll read it. Is that a little piece? What I gotta do, see this should be underneath it. Well, next time you take it.
Take this off, okay.
But you gotta put something under it to hold the board. You make yourself a plywood one, make a
Mhm.
nice big one.
Yeah.
Did you find the rolling pin?
She's making one out of a piece of PVC pipe.
Oh,
I thought we had one. We may have to make it.
okay. Now we're gonna take it, put the cream together and let them get soft. Cover them up with a little bowl.
Okay.
And
Glass bowl?
Any kind of bowl, just so you cover them so they're gonna relax. That dough's gotta relax. And the more you do it, the more you're gonna catch on to how, you know, it's done.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I got a bowl I can get in this other cabinet over here, Graham.
Okay, just cover the three of them.
You think this one? This one still needs a little, doesn't it?
I know, but you'll
Oh.
need it again after it relaxes. Yeah, fine. Just cover it. You want it pliable, it's gonna get afterwards.
Okay. All right, we're letting it relax now, so we can,
So, how many minutes?
I don't know,
About 5 minutes.
5 minutes, okay.
And then you take one and you knead it, put it back, take the other one and you knead it a little while and put it back.
Okay.
And you keep rotating, and then, until it gets smooth.
Okay,
This shouldn't be no, and then I'll put it here, and
Okay.
then I'll do the other one a little bit. You do it, and
Okay.
then put it here and keep rotating. Now you're kneading.
just like this.
You don't have to go too hard now.
All right.
That's good, not too
Perfect.
hard. Oh, that's really good.
So you're just kind of kneading it a little softer,
Yeah.
just turning it.
See what I'm doing, I'm kind of rocking it.
Mm-hmm. Now, did your mother make the homemade noodles almost all the time?
Yeah, because it was cheaper, and, you know, we had duck eggs and nobody would eat them, and she put the duck eggs in the,
Oh, really? Nobody.
see how this is good?
Yeah, it's nice and smooth. That one still doesn't look good. Still rough.
Go ahead, put
That one's-
rest this one in.
Now, when you say you're gonna let it rest, you're doing that because it gets,
Soft, and then you can knead it better.
but if you keep kneading it and don't let it rest, then it gets real,
Hard and it tears.
okay.
How would you describe that? It gets taut.
Uh-huh. It's not pliable.
It's just like a wire, you know, if you heat it,
Mm-hmm.
you could break it,
Right.
but then you can't if it's not heated, so that's relaxed.
Pliable, yeah, that's a good word.
No wonder the people sold them. They look like they're new. And no wonder they got rid of the stuff.
Yeah, I tried fixing that. It's like they don't.
Oh,
Now, should I go back to this other one now?
yeah, put that back in and get that one.
This one. Now, how long should the sauce simmer for? About 2 hours? Is good or longer?
Oh, a couple of hours.
Couple of hours.
Honestly, that's gonna make it so much different. What is this dandy pot?
And you let this one rest again?
Did you put salt in the sauce?
No, I didn't put any in. I didn't put any spices in there. All it is the meat and the tomatoes.
Okay.
Yeah, I can feel this first one is really pliable. It's nice and soft.
Yeah. You start to shake them now because we're gonna, see what I do? I rock it so that it starts to counterclockwise. You turn a little over and then you squeeze it down with this hand. See? Like it's getting close to being red and then you start to roll it. Look at that, isn't that pretty?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I just love working with dough. The first time I made bread, Lou was about 7 or 8 years old, and he was looking like he couldn't believe that flour and water and yeast was going to make a loaf of bread. He was so fascinated. He says, "Oh gosh!" His father comes home. He runs to the father, "Daddy, Mama made a loaf of bread." He says, "Oh, that's good." He couldn't believe it.
He just thought you always bought it at the store.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine. Maybe he thought they were ready-made, they grew in, off of a tree
Yeah,
or
well,
something.
maybe.
Right. One, yeah, decided maybe we have to better. And I feel right.
What do you think? How's this one?
What I want.
was all still. See, it's gonna be easier to roll this. Let me shape this and then we're gonna rock it. And then what gets it to be. So everybody's gonna have to roll. Of course, I think I could do it. But when you get pieces of plywood, you know, how thick is this?
Yeah.
Cut it to, and make it nice because if you want to make a lot of spaghetti, you need not a lot of room. See, I'm just sort of pasting it
Right.
together because I want it to get smooth. It looks like it's almost smooth enough. This one
A little bit more.
doesn't look so. I guess they're almost ready. So we're gonna put them over here
Okay.
and
Okay.
you take all this stuff off.
Okay. We don't need the knife. Well, we're gonna need the knife though.
Yeah, is it sharp?
Not real sharp, I don't think. It might be the best one though. Okay, now first you're gonna flatten it out as best you can just with your hands.
I never had anything like this, so I guess it work.
I hope so. It's a little lighter than a piece
See
of
what you
wood.
do, you push it this way, then you turn it a little, and then you go again. You turn it a little, because see, it's not relaxed, it always
Starts
sliding
shrinking
back.
back in.
So we gotta relax it.
Should we put the bowl on them?
Yeah, put the bowl on it again.
Okay, we'll let them sit for what, about 5 minutes? Let them sit for about 5
Yeah,
minutes?
and then we'll roll them.
Okay.
You think you could do this? See, he presses too hard.
Me?
Yeah. See how you make a little turn and then you make another little turn and you keep.
Mm-hmm.
And then when it gets big enough, then you start wrapping it around the. Want to see if you can do it?
Okay. Just from the middle outward.
Yeah.
All the way, should I go all the way to the edge like that?
Yeah. Every time. Push it. It takes time, you know. You just can't do it right away. See, I thought this was a real dessert. Well, let me see now if I can wrap it around and start this.
See?
See, there's a tag, but this shouldn't take long to roll out because it's soft. You start like from the middle, and you see your hands are supposed to,
Just slide out.
yeah.
So all you're doing now is trying to roll it out and make it as thin as you can, or so we're gonna be able to.
Roll it out. grandma used to like to go from the top to the downwards, and my mother used to start from this side.
Did you guys have homemade noodles all the time?
Yeah, she's made them with beans, and on Sunday she's made them with spaghetti, and then when she made soup, she made the noodles, the same basic noodle dough.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you wanna try?
Okay.
Let me put a little flour in here. Okay.
All right.
Try to start from the top or like from the
Bottom.
bottom.
Okay, and just roll it up.
Make sure it's, see,
Okay.
push it back, make sure it's.
That'll be rolled up.
Mhm.
Now I'm just gonna roll it and pull it slightly. Now it seems like if you were pulling too much, you'd tear it.
Yeah, you can't pour it. You gotta learn how much you gotta do it, that's all. It takes a little time.
You roll it all the way up, just halfway.
Now you can roll it around and around. Now,
Now turn it.
You gotta
Keep it
turn
round.
it around, yeah. Around here again. That's it. You know, just lightly, and you do that. And after a while, you start judging, and you know just how much you gotta do. See, you're actually stretching it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then unroll it, do it.
No, you just take this and put it like this, see? And then you're ready to start
I see,
again.
okay.
The board's too small.
Yeah.
You could use more flour, can't you?
Yeah, but that makes it,
Makes it easy, you got to dry it out anyway.
Yeah.
yeah.
Think that rolling pin a little too fast?
No, I think it's good. You get used to it, it's kind of slick.
Yeah. Plus it's a little lighter.
Uh-huh.
I just have to sand the edges on.
Let me see if I can
Okay.
make it.
Trouble is it's a little long product. I'm trimming it.
Well, you could have a little shorter one, like
Like
that.
that.
Yeah, well, the piece she has in full is about like so, and I thought that's a little too short,
Yeah.
I thought, but you do have a little piece of it.
And I'll just trim this. Oh, I see. Okay, you can just roll it up all the way.
This is none of these to do. I could hear her when I was coming home from school, she'd make the noodles. This is gonna go fast, not a little, will go faster because they're softer.
Well, don't you let it rest? Sometimes I just do that as far as that is, and I set
You
it
don't
on.
have American rolling pin, do you?
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
the
for
one with
pie.
the two little,
No.
because that now would go good, it would go,
It would finish it off.
finish it off.
Uh-huh.
Make it soft and stuff.
I guess this is an Italian rolling pin, huh?
Yeah. I went to, in Libya, I went to hardware store, I said, I want Italian rolling pin. And the guy looked at me, oh, he's saying what you want. He went and got that. I said, well, I don't need one that long. He said, how long? I said, oh, about like this. He said, I got a chunk just like that. Okay, I'll let you do it, get the feel.
Keep
of it.
going.
Yeah? It's too thick, yeah.
Well, how do you know when it's the right thickness?
What is it, Phil?
Just getting there, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
Okay, now you're just gonna roll it out from the middle outlet.
No, I still have to do with the long pin, you have to do it. If you had that little one, you'd go like this now, and you'd finish stretching it in no time.
Okay. I'll have to get one before the big shindig.
What do you think, Lois?
What?
Think it's one of the thick ones?
I like chunky ones.
You like chunky ones?
Chunky ones.
No
Well-
sense in doing extra work.
All right, just one more time.
Okay.
And you make sure this is wrapped around real.
Oops.
See if it isn't, then you just pull it back like that.
Okay.
But you have to,
What?
when you're doing like this, you're actually stretching and rolling it at the same time.
Like this.
All right, so you start when you first start rolling it. Yeah, now you roll it up. You always roll it up.
Like
That's
this?
the way you do it.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
still do it.
Yeah.
What do you think? They're gonna be
Yeah, that's
like
pretty
that,
good.
like those Polish push.
So usually when you're rolling it up, you're turning it, let me get my 2 cents into it too.
Well, when
Just
you
so
roll
he
it-
could know, you know, maybe I could explain it like this. When you're doing this, you're not only
Right.
pressing, but you're spreading it this
outward,
way,
right.
see, so, and then you just keep doing it, just a certain good, but see, this is good. Then
So
sometimes you have to back it up,
Back it up and stretch it.
yeah. But if you do it just the right consistency, that doesn't happen. But even if it does a little bit, it's okay. And you have to concentrate on the edges as opposed to the middle, because you see, if you feel it, you can tell that the middle is real thin.
Yeah.
And then, so when you're doing this with your hands, kind
Okay,
of work
now
on the
put
edges.
Okay.
this- Now we'll let him do this one from scratch.
Okay.
Now this
So what do I do with this now? Just throw it over here?
Yeah, just pull it in half like this. Put it over there.
Okay.
And I'll go flatten it out.
Okay.
Let your hands flatten it real round, make sure it's nice and round. Still stretching it a little.
Stretching it a little more.
Yeah. Okay, now
Okay.
let's, okay, start with the long thing. And then
Okay.
just turn it. That's it, that's okay. See, that'll go good now, because it's rested in it, so. Only put it over there and cover it like that.
That's where the pie rolling pin comes in handy here too, is when you first get started. You could, you know, make it, flatten it out and then use the big one.
Did that work? And you want me
Yeah.
to lift the board and everything up? And we'll put this towel under here.
What?
The thing don't move. I can't put that there.
Should look better.
There, keep it nice and round.
That's it.
Should we put some of these meat drippings in there, in the sauce, or leave it?
Probably just a lot of grease, isn't it?
Yeah.
We'll throw the grease down, you think?
No, that was kind of burnt my mind. What do you think? I think, he doesn't want to put the grease in there because it's mostly greasy.
It's healthier if you don't put it in there.
Well, I was, from hard. A lot of meat in it.
And now, when do I start curling it over?
Anytime you can. More flour.
Yeah, you could already. Put a lot of flour on it and work it in.
Okay.
Maybe this one's a nice one. See, this one's a ripe one. That's it. I don't know where to put the grease, but I'll let you handle it after you get through that.
We'll let it cool down. And then once it cools, we can just put it in a can. Really get greasy already.
You got grease in there?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one can get some in there.
Want me to dump that out?
Yeah.
You still want to try to get some of these drippings?
Let me get a little bit of that's meat juices. I'll get that real good.
What are you going to do?
Why couldn't you just keep rolling it out like this?
It just takes too long. Once you get it to a certain thickness, it won't.
Okay.
It'll just keep going. See, when you
Just
roll
keep
it,
shrinking in.
it goes out and then it comes in, goes out and comes in. And it's just faster.
That's why
yeah.
you fold it.
Yeah, that's why you roll it. That's why I said if you had the other rolling pin and you got started like that real quick, like you were doing a pie, and then just do this to get it out, you know, bigger.
It doesn't slide back in then when
Right.
you do it this way.
Right.
Now, Graham, you said you could do it from the top down too?
Yeah.
Like fold it this
Grandma
way?
used to start it from the top, Grandma Bowl did. My mother did too, but my mother did it.
The other
Grandma did
way.
it almost all the way like that, Grandma Bowl did. See how it's good?
Mhm.
See, that's the way it should look. The texture, see, feel it.
Nice and smooth.
Yeah. See?
Yeah, like the top there.
It works good. You just have to watch so you don't crease it.
Uh-huh.
That's why it's easier just to go one way out.
Here, why don't you get in here and let's see your technique for a while. So we can have varying styles of rolling.
This is a little thicker than I'm used to.
What do you mean thicker?
This.
Oh, with the pin.
Mm-hmm. But it still works. See, it's fine. And then what I do is turn it into this.
That's what she told me to do.
Yeah, then
Well,
I
See, she forgets, but after a while, that's gonna come to you.
see what I'm
naturally.
doing is mostly the edges.
Yeah,
Because the end.
just leave it alone. Now it's drying right now.
Mhm.
We're gonna let them dry before we cut them, right?
Well, because otherwise it's gonna stick, you know, no matter how much flour you put, they gotta be a little dry.
And then I just kind of watch and like I'm getting it along this way, then I'll just turn the dough so that you get it
Keeping it
going
round
around.
just helps to keep it the same thickness.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
I don't know, but see, what she does when she unrolls it, she gives that thing a little twist so that then she could start in a new spot.
I don't think, see, if you don't do this a lot, you don't get a good round. Now if you have that little rolling pin, you would
Yeah.
be able to get it nice and round.
You'll have to bring it and set it up, and part 2 will be how to make gnocchis.
Oh, that's simple. That's right.
Well, we'll do that one on Mary Kay's birthday. That's gonna be gnocchis that night.
That was her order. Huh?
Yeah.
I haven't had those in a while. It's getting there. One bar.
Yep.
Rub it in the one there, like that. Oh,
I don't think it makes a whole lot of difference. One, you have to really be careful when it's the same thickness as when you're doing raviolis, because otherwise it'll break when you're trying to, pinch them or.
Uh-huh. Oh, okay, yeah, I was thinking lasagna when you said ravioli. Okay, yeah, that was, as well, that happened when we were doing it last year. Some of them, they popped through or
Yeah,
all that,
Yeah.
yeah.
because the dough isn't quite. I don't know. Why does it
That's
fan
how-
out? Am I pressing
No.
too hard?
No, I think it's a little too soft. The dough's a little too soft. When it's just right, boy, don't do that.
Well, yeah, well, that might be. What do you think? A little bit more?
See, I probably just,
Let me-
might
let me
always
look
keep
at
it
another
warm or
mark.
something.
Make patches today.
Yeah. Well, we'll cut some, just to get the,
Oh, well, you should do it all, yeah. Just, what happened to that spaghetti that we might go try?
it's downstairs. We could do it.
Yeah.
A little too soft.
Well, just, well, maybe we could stretch it out with our hands, you know, like this,
Mm-hmm.
like I did over there. Sometimes it comes, she made, what you call patches when Oliver came there once. And they were so perfect, the dough turned out so good, and gosh darn, they were so good. It
I
makes a
can't
difference.
remember making patches that out.
Oh God, he couldn't stop eating them.
A baby.
Now, do you think they, like they show on TV, guys at pizza places throwing the dough up in the air like that?
I
They really
think
do
so.
that?
Uh-huh.
And that's
So
just,
that's red dough and it won't break
oh,
like this.
okay.
But Mom, remember we saw that man on TV? He actually did it, threw it in, and then he was even doing something with his fingers, and when he was through, he had spaghetti.
Oh yeah, he took it, this dough, Chinaman.
Yeah.
He just took it and he stretched it like this, and he went like this and he kept stretching it. And all of a sudden that thing all turned, right in his hand turned to spaghetti.
Yeah.
And I believe that it's a Chinese dish. Marco Polo brought it back from China. Chinese eat more pasta than we do. Oh, okay, here. You know, this is kind of little work, but boy, it's worth it.
It's worth it.
Yeah.
Now when I'm gonna be doing for 12 eggs, then when I cut them into 6 little balls, like we did.
Right, and then you have 6 sheets.
Okay.
Then you cut 2 at a time, you know, if your knife is sharp.
Okay, now why don't you go ahead and cut it since this is just a complete.
What?
You have to turn the handle. Gonna zoom in.
No. We could do that though when we're cutting if you're working there.
That'll work when you zoom in.
Okay. I think this is done.
Okay, now we have to wait and let it dry. How long do you think it'd take to dry? About a half hour? We'll put the fan on.
Yeah.
So you just let them spread out and let it dry till, how do you know when it's ready?
Well, you could almost tell.
Just feel that it's like kind of hard.
Yeah, a little, but not too hard. Sometimes you forget about them and cut them because they're so hard.
Then they'll crack.
But now once you cut them, you can just, if they dry out after that, it doesn't
Oh,
matter.
no.
Okay. All right, we'll turn the fan on. Yeah, it's on.
Oh, feel this side. This is the bottom side. Now
Oh, you
feel
just
this
flip
side.
it? Yeah. Okay.
See, this is brown. We'll let this dry.
Okay. Did you flip all of them?
No, you gotta do that. Yeah, you can tell, but we
Yeah.
only cut a knife.
Okay.
Let's wait another 5 minutes and we just start cutting.
To go do something else.
And we need a lot of flour.
Okay, put a lot of flour on what, so it doesn't stick?
Yeah. Now this is, you fold it in half. And you put some more flour on. Okay. Is this the knife?
Mm-hmm.
Sharp?
I don't know.
Probably not. Let me
Let's
see.
try it.
Gotta sharpen it. Is the only one you got?
Let's try this one. See if it's any better.
Gotta do this. Is this the one?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Keep the knife down low. Don't try to cut it like this, you know.
Okay.
Or you cut them any way you want.
That's all there is to it.
Not, don't keep it too low, but, oh, you pressed hard enough. Okay. Yeah, it's good.
And then we're just gonna let the noodles dry some more? Or they don't need to. You can
No,
put them
they're-
right in the water now if you
Sure.
wanted to.
Sure. Mama used to make them all the time. She'd make pasta casserole and she'd make thick chunky noodles to put in with the white beans. And
Well,
there's,
yeah, I was just gonna say, now are there noodles in pasta fagioli?
no, just the white beans, the green northern, and then she can salt pork.
Well, there's noodles with pasta fagioli. She asked if there were noodles.
Oh,
Yeah.
like spaghetti noodles are in there?
Yeah.
Oh,
They
okay.
you just cut them up little stubby ones.
They're not long though.
No.
She
No,
inch
okay.
pieces,
Right.
and she'd make it, don't forget, my mother never, there were times she didn't have eggs, and she had just flour and water, and she'd make it go real stiff so that they would be chunky instead of slippery, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what we ate growing up. And that's a salt pork condiment.
Right. Yeah, I like that a lot.
Oh, that salt pork really makes stuff taste good. Oh, God. Well, that ain't
Yeah,
as
but-
bad as my son comes in and he wants to lick the cake bowl. And then I had used a spatula and he said, "You didn't leave anything in here." I said, "Oh, God, I'll put some back." He's 56 years old, you still gotta lick the bowl.
Oh, now he did this. I thought you were telling a story from before.
No, he did it the last time he came in. No, the time before that, because he was sick when he came in this time.
I've been waiting to do this all day.
He would eat the raw raviolis before we cook them. Of course, them are partially cooked, the way we make them.
Have you videotaped the ravioli process?
No, we haven't done that. We have to
We
do
need
that
to
But
next.
this is the same noodle dough.
Yeah, I know. But
Only
that I've
thing
watched.
is, see, did you watch us make them?
Yeah.
Are you guys gonna come and make them again? Because I'm gonna need help.
Sure.
Now that Daryl's got experience, he's gonna make them again, so, and then you know how you,
It's the same thing though, Graham?
yeah. Then we, you know,
You just put the filling in and
we
then,
put the egg, I put egg in, because then it stays stuck. And then I put them, you know,
like that.
no, I put the little pieces of ricotta cheese, and I go like this, you know.
Right.
And then everybody, and then the next row and the next row.
Okay, now if I wanted to store these to cook tomorrow, you said put them in a bag, a paper bag,
Mm-hmm. Just dry them out like that first.
let them dry and get stiff, and then put them in a
just put them
bag.
in a,
Brown
lay 'em on a
paper
cookie
bag.
sheet, or put them back on here.
Uh-huh.
And then just cover them with a,
Now, why are you covering it? Just to keep?
well, the dust and dirt, you know
Yeah,
what?
okay.
Oh, so you could even just put a towel over it?
Towel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, especially if you're using it the next day.
Right, okay. So that's if we're gonna do it.
Just don't use wax paper or saran wrap.
Oh,
Because if there's any moisture left, they'll just stick together.
okay. Well, that's good
Okay,
to
so
know.
like paper would work, but not,
Right. But that's why towel.
A
Just
towel
cover
would
them
be
and put
better.
towel on.
yeah, that's probably just what I have to do.
Yeah. You got a cutting board right there, Harold.
Yeah, it's not as big though. Oh, well, yeah, there, yeah. You know, we kind of forget about that.
No.
Which way? This way?
Yeah. It wouldn't matter, I guess. Sharp knives where you have to have in the kitchen. They say a
We're
cook
very
will never
bored
cut
now.
himself with a sharp knife, he'll always cut himself with a dull knife.
Well, he's kicking himself, he didn't at the boat show buy those things, you know, those Ronco,
Ginsu knives.
Ginsu. Steve did buy them, you know, Kelly's husband, Steve. We were out that way for a shower and he came with, and then he and Steve went out to this boat show. And Steve bought them, and they've gotten like nice, expensive Chicago cutlery sets. The only ones they use are the Ginsu knives.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, you can, I think, cut that now.
Noodle, and this is the way you make them when you want to put them with beans and make pasta fagioli, and you cut them in inch pieces.
So just like right now, I would just cut them like this?
Yeah. Of course, you have to go like this, so flour gets on the edges, and then you just cut them. My father just loves to see these, and then if there's two stuck together, these things, we used to have to go and pull them apart. I would like them stuck together. No, he says, pull them apart, it's better. No, that wasn't.
She almost looks
Considering the
Italian.
only thing that I know how to do is potatoes.
Yeah.
I love potatoes. Sometimes people are surprised that I love potatoes. I just love them.
I like any starch, any carbohydrates.
I wonder if you made alioli with these, how they,
What's that?
that's the garlic one that you like when they.
Oil and garlic.
I like them and I've eaten them, except I don't like the smell when I'm pregnant. Oh man, does he load on the garlic? And
But
so
then
I'm
you
like,
have to eat parsley afterwards. Lois can
now, what
smell
did
it on my
we need
clothes.
what did we need the fresh parsley for?
Oh, for the sauce.
Sauce.
I
Eileen
had
was gonna
some,
try to
too.
get some. We couldn't get any
I
at
had,
our job.
I had some, and I was thinking I should bring that to
Do you have dried parsley?
Yeah,
Oh, you could put some of that in now
Yeah.
while it's cooking.
Yeah, put it in now. Now it's almost,
about how much?
Unless you wanna wait, she'll be just.
Well, we could put the fresh in.
because we're gonna, how long?
Oh,
does-
okay.
How long does the sauce cook it there? Are we at three?
From 3, about 3:15.
It's just simmer. Plant some.
There's some growing out in the mini garden.
Yeah, you know, at home I used to plant in 2, 3 places because sometimes they wouldn't come up to I just love it.
Now, was this to take, what's his name?
Yes.
In the BD room,
Mhm.
this story? How is the things going on the bus with the aide?
I don't know if I want to mix that story with noodles.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Bad?
How long did it take us now? Just roughly, we got here about 3.
Yeah, you got here a little after 3, I think. And it's 4:53, so.
About an hour and a half,
Yeah.
because we didn't get started.
Right, no, probably not till 3:30. An hour and a half and we made 6 eggs.
See, now you could make this if you make soup, make some,
Yeah.
cut them real thin. See, when you make soup, then you cut them strips like this, and then you cut them this way, you cut little tiny skinny.
Real thin though?
Mm-hmm. You make them all like that, yeah.
So would you just turn the dough around the other way?
No, but when you're making them for soup, you're just gonna make enough for soup, so you cut strips like this.
Oh, I see.
And then
that
you
way.
stack them, and then you
Mhm.
cut a little thin, as thin as you can, or as wide. Of course, you're gonna cut them wide, because they're like some chunky.
Doesn't look like we made that much.
All right, leave that one like it is, so maybe they'll.
That'll be the surprise.
I saw it, and I thought maybe you should do it.
I haven't seen this in a while.
Yes, it was dirty. And then this is my contribution. See
Oh,
here?
all right.
It's coming too.
Excellent.
I'm making that for
It's a
Daryl.
reindeer.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, neat. Uh-huh.
Hey.
Who did the stitching for you?
Oh,
That place up on 95th?
yeah.
Sunshine
You guys
Shop?
finally came to life?
Ready to finish off here, the final step of the big spaghetti cook.
And these are the homemade noodles we made a little while ago. And the pot is boiling, and we're gonna drop them into the,
It's a rolling boil, right, Graham?
right.
Do you have any glasses?
And we keep it turned up, because you
Yeah,
want
it's gotta come back to boil fast.
Okay.
You put another other ones in too.
No, the other ones are right there.
Those?
Yeah. Now, what's the limit to the amount that you can put in one pot of boiling water?
Well, I think we could put these, but you gotta have a lot of water.
A lot of water. Okay, so in this pot we could do 6 eggs.
About 2 gallons?
Yeah, probably.
So this is. Some of the strong
Yeah.
ones are big, stuff together.
Just a fork?
Yeah, you could reach all the way down.
We'll get some. Try to get a big wooden spoon.
Okay.
So just stir them as you're putting them in so they don't stick. Okay?
Okay.
Now cover it back up.
I don't know. Cover it.
Okay, otherwise it'll boil over.
5 minutes.
5 minutes to cook them, and how do you know when you're done? Taste it.
And then
Oh, she
you,
brought a child.
5 minutes after they come back to a boil.
yeah, and if you like them the way they are, then you drain them.
Okay.
But either
You could have them
like
al
them,
dente.
yeah.
That's the way I like them.
Okay.
A little chewy.
For the open house.
Yeah, I'm just, wait, we're scooping them out?
No, those are done.
I'm dumping
Hey,
these.
yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Third, today?
I filled it up.
All today?
Okay. Put them in here? Wait, no, we're putting them in here.
Holy smokes.
Ready to drain with it?
December 1989, the 22nd, at Gradma Yankees making raviolis. Now, Mom, what about the dough? The dough's the same as the spaghetti dough, is that right?
Yeah.
Same recipe.
Mhm.
And then what about the cheese?
Cheese. Well, I've got 5 pounds of ricotta and 5 eggs, half a cup of grated cheese, and about 1/4 cup of parsley, and a little salt. And you mix it all together, and that's the filling for the ravioli.
Now, what about the thickness of the noodle dough?
That should be real thin, real thin.
So now we're going to roll out the dough the same as we did for making spaghetti.
Yeah.
And then we'll start filling. 100 raviolis made. And now Mom's putting them on a plate to start blanching them.
Okay, drop them in boiling water. Just for about 15 seconds until they get firm.
Do they come to the top?
No, they just till they get firm enough so you could. You gotta get them out because you don't want them to be cooked because you still have to cook them. Take them out, drain them well. dry, otherwise they get soggy. Another dry plate to get them up. Put about 12, 14 ravioli on here. We single layer them into this pan here. And when we have the whole pan covered, then we put some saran wrap over that layer, and then we keep layering the ravioli.
Then you're gonna store them in the
And
refrigerator?
then put them in the refrigerator until we're ready to use them, which will be in, here's the pinch. Which will be in about 4 days, 3 or 4 days.
Do you take them out ahead of time and let them warm up a little bit?
Yes, I get them out at 3 hours ahead of time so that they would warm up a little, and then when you cook them, it won't be like when you're cooking frozen ravioli. They'll come to boil faster and
So now that batch is done.
yeah, that's 15 seconds, just so they get firm.